Whoa! What does this mean?
This means more production, faster lead times, more campers coming your way.
I think that's worth drinking to.
Giddy up.
Yo, so they got some new DT1s over at the big shop. Right now, we've got some folks moving parts over to set up these machine stands. Basically got the Universal Robotics arm. I can flip this camera around in a sec, coupled with the mounting interface that they've built, and the new ones are super sick. They powder coated them white. So you can see that there. Pretty cool stuff. So Nick, what do you think of the white?
I like it.
Why do you think Wiley chose it?
Looks clean.
Will it stay clean?
Better.
All right, so Skylar, what are we looking at here?
Well, we just got our new DTs this morning, unpackaged. Now we're just waiting on the Haas tech, but these are also going to have robots. Robots are in the packages right now. These are the robots you've seen in the other videos that basically get stuck on that stand, and they come right here, grab the stock, put it in the indicator, swing it around, load the machine, and hit the green button.
Sweet.
Out come fresh parts.
There's obviously like a manual interface on these machines, but the robots go through the back end and get attached to like all the switches on the backside.
Yeah, I mean, it's really simple. It's really just one switch. It's like a start. So the robot controls the machine. It doesn't actually have to talk to it. Yeah, so simple interface for us just to get it set up. It's like the robot does its thing, then it tells the machine to do its thing.
One of those viral unboxing videos.
Yeah.
This is pretty cool packaging.
If you just lift it up, I can pull that off.
It's just a little guy.
Yeah. A little expensive guy. And I need the piece that goes here.
Look at these white things, huh?
Pretty snazzy.
So what's the difference between a CNC machine Allen key and a normal one?
I'm not sure. I'm about to find out, honestly.
Did you order them?
Yeah.
Those are cool. They're like rainbow.
Like, it's standard to make it more complicated. Yeah, if only the robots were blue. Whole red, white, and blue setup.
That'd be pretty sick, actually. Yeah, the blue on the Universal arm is like almost the same as the blue on the logo.
That's true.
It's pretty close.
What you doing, Willie?
Putting up the airlines for all the new machines that are coming in.
Hey Nick.
Hey, how's it going?
What you guys doing?
Getting robot wired up.
For which robot? There's a lot of robots in here. I count 4 robots.
Those are CNC machines.
Oh, so these are technically the DT ones are robots.
The DT ones aren't robots, but
Those are robots. These arms are robots.
Yeah. Robots that interface with the machine.
How's it going?
It's going well.
What do you got left to do? What are you doing now? What's going on tomorrow? Like on Monday?
So I'm just finishing up wiring our robot controller to a control panel that we made that hooks up to our CNC machine, so that way the two systems can work together.
Killer. All right. Well, looks very complicated. Maybe not for you, but for me. I'm back after being in the hospital with the rhabdomyolysis. You guys might have seen on the last dev update. And Graham was so nice to take over. But I'm back behind the helm, and we got some really interesting things going on. We got a lot of cool machines in here, including a couple of robots. So we're gonna check in with the engineers, talk to Nick, probably Skylar, and see what they're up to as kind of enhancing the old machine town. Skylar,
What's up?
what are you doing?
Cramming in this vise, getting her all nice and straight so we can make straight parts.
So last time we checked in here, where I was with Nick, and he was doing some sweet electrical.
Oh yeah.
And now what have you guys done? This looks extensive. What's going on? Tell me about this.
Well, I got the hammer, so whacking some things, but it's not as important. Really what I'm doing right now is just gotta get the vise set up in there straight. Once the vise is in there straight, I can start calibrating the robot to be working with the machine correctly, because the robot has to know where the vise is. And then really just getting ready to hopefully start making parts this afternoon, because we've already done the rest of all the setup here. Machine's on, we got our probe in the corner. We just need to really set tools and cut some stock, and as soon as I'm done calibrating it, we'll be rolling.
So wait, like, what is this robot gonna, like, what is this arm gonna do? Like, what will it actually do?
So, I mean, I've seen some other videos, but basically, it's got this gripper on here, and it'll go down and seek for a piece of stock, whatever size. It goes down in there, finds it, and then once it picks it up, it brings it around over to this little station, and it relocates it. So based on what we've punched into the controller, it'll find the center of this stock, and then it'll grab it right at the center, place it right into its custom jaws in the machine, and make some T-nuts or make some corners or whatever it is.
And so it determines that kind of all by itself. You program the arm to tell it what to do, and it.
Yeah, it's basically just we program the robot so it works off the parameters that we put into it based on a range. So that range is pretty much all the stock that fits in this area here, and then we stack up that stock, and as long as you punch in the right parameters, then it works.
Okay, so the real question I'm wondering is, how do we avoid like a Skynet situation with making this smart and checking what's going on here? How do you know,
How do you know if we've put the right stuff in?
I need to know how Skynet gets built.
Well, no, how do you avoid like a Skynet situation because you're giving sentience to these robot arms?
Well, sort of. I mean, the robot's still only as smart as you are, or as smart as
pretty
you
dumb.
program it to be. Yeah, they're really not that smart. It's like you're still punching in numbers and some like variables, and they have to be right for it to run correctly. So
no robots are going to be taking over Machine Town anytime soon.
not yet. Maybe in like 6 months.
Okay, because those Boston Logistics robots are terrifying.
Yeah, these aren't as terrifying. This thing will like hit you and then it'll stop because it's like scared it's gonna ruin something in a joint. So
Got it.
yeah.
Well, this is cool. So you think we're going to be up and running maybe today, getting these going?
Hoping today. This one's basically ready to go. I'm just waiting on Drew to get over here and fill up with some coolant, put some tools in the machine, and
Heck yeah,
throw some jaws in
brother!
there. So yeah, we'll get onto the cutting metal soon, hogging away.
All right, well, we'll be back to film this thing doing some sweet metal work.
Oh yeah, metal.
Pretty metal. Oh, is it? I hate to say it, but
Yeah, not to be contradictory, but it's very metal.
Got the brand new machine, and for some reason, the back of basically the vector drive is what it's called, somehow an amplifier shorted out and couldn't turn the machine on to run any of the axes. So good thing we had the Hostech here already, and good thing he had an extra part in the back of his van. So we're still running, but unexpected workload, you know.
That's how it happens. Stuff like that happens though, right?
We gotta throw curveballs here and there, keep us on our toes.
There you go.
So this is what UR Robots calls their teach pendant. It's basically like a iPad size thing to actually program the robots, and you don't have to do it on a computer or anything, you just do it right here on the pendant. It does a little simulation if you wanted it to. It's not worth too much, but at least it lets you know where this thing is in space. But really just a pretty quick way to get around the robot, and fairly user-friendly, I would say. Lets us do what we want to do really quickly. The cool thing about this is like we didn't change much. We're literally just revamping the cell itself making it look really good. So hence the white on the robot stand. And then just adding some functionality to the holders for all the stock, allowing us to not have to change them out constantly for different stock bits. Dialing it into what our needs are and what we want this thing to do long term. We finally figured that out after building 2 of them before.
Third time's the charm.
Yeah, third time's the charm.
So, Stefan, I have a question for you about robots.
Ask him.
How are you stopping a Skynet situation in the shop? What's your approach? Because, you know, how sentient do you need to make these things?
We don't let it come.
I'm a cybernetic organism, living tissue over a metal endoskeleton.
The machine revolution has begun. Yep. So, what is it doing right now, Skylar?
I'm checking basically like the last and first pocket in each row to make sure that our robot is calibrated to grab it on center. If it's not grabbing it on center at the bottom, it's wanting to like pull the trays out. So gotta make sure it operates smoothly.
Or what happens?
Well, we'll see. See if this one does it.
Oh!
Oh, I like barely nicked this.
Got really close to my camera.
Yep. So I'm just making sure when it actually grabs it, it doesn't try to take the tray with it.
Skylar, that wasn't nice. You didn't tell me I was in the danger zone, dude.
Dude, you're always in the danger zone.
Oh, hey, what's up? What do you guys know? Hey, what's going on, Alex?
Oh, hey.
Hey,
Oh,
what are you guys doing?
hey. What are you doing, Drew?
Assembling some tools, getting our new machine set up.
Sick. What new machine is that?
That both our new robot cells, and if I have some more time, maybe we'll set up some tools for our brother.
Dude, show me your new tool. I mean, tools.
Tools.
Yeah.
Here they are. So, slowly but surely, packing our way through screws in tooling, billet tooling, which there's 3 times of, so might be here for like a little while getting that all set up.
What do you think about the robots, huh? How do you feel about the robots? Thinking about taking a nap? Yeah?
We blow it off a little bit so we can see it. And I'm actually just making a quick program edit because didn't quite do what I wanted it to. Oops, wrong button.
That's cool.
So we'll get this a little closer so we can take a look at it.
Heck yeah.
Probably a better way to do this, but this is kind of it's the most important side function-wise, but the other side looks cooler.
So for those who have seen the dev update videos, they sell the Trunnion in the big boy machine, which is over there. But how does the Trunnion work in here? And also for the uninitiated, what's a Trunnion?
So first off, a Trunnion is a fixture that will allow us to access more than one side of the part. We're going to take all these vices out of here and we'll have what's called a rotary, and it's going to swing this Trunnion around so that we can machine all sides of our extrusion. So this particular Trunnion is going to function a lot like the one in the VF10, but we're going to use this machine for running our verticals. They're a lot shorter pieces. That's a really, really big machine. It's also really slow. So we can fit the smaller parts into this machine and it's significantly faster.
Killer, man.
Yeah.
That sounds great. Is it going to have like a cool end cap on the Trunnion like that one does or whatever? Is it going to get GFC blinged out, or is it just how it is?
There'll be an end cap. The tailstock is another purchase component, so those are as is from the factory, but I've got a couple operations left on this guy, one on this side and then a similar one on the other side, and we're going to definitely make sure there's some GFC logos in there.
Killer.
I've even planned ahead so that when the Trunnion's upside down on the back side, the logo will be facing right side
up. Killer, man. Well, hopefully we'll be seeing this dad brother in action, dude.
Yeah.
Somebody told me you got parts.
I got parts, as you can see. I am got some tools loaded in the machine.
So are we gonna be able to finish the Haas?
Yeah. I'm actually waiting on one tool to show up.
Oh!
I know. Yep. That's the world I live in.
So Drew here has been waiting on some parts for the Haas to finish it out that we showed you with Skylar. And then I was just talking with Alex and he showed us that sweet new Trunnion he built
He's
brother.
been hogging away on that thing. It's been kind of a fun project.
I wanna hog away on stuff.
Me too. I want to hog away with the new machines we got sitting over there. But
Alright, well
getting closer.
hopefully they got something for us soon.
Super soon.
What's up?
Ain't she pretty?
So pretty.
Is that the Trunnion you were showing me yesterday?
That's the Trunnion.
Dang, dude.
Came out of the machine like minutes ago. Looking all shiny.
She gonna get dirty?
I mean, hopefully not.
Stefan, I heard a rumor.
Good. What's the rumor?
There's parts.
There's parts.
We got parts. And not truck parts, parts. We got parts for the Haas machine. They
Oh,
came.
we did. They did come. Yes, finally. Yep.
Amazing.
Couple off-size metric nuts and some washers to hook up the ejector.
Well, so that's exciting. So now we're gonna have these bad boys up and running, and they're gonna be cranking out camper parts, right?
They will be, yep. And then we'll move the other two machines and get the shop all dialed and.
Where Alex is staying, is that where the new VF10 is gonna go?
Yep.
And when does that estimated to maybe come in?
In the next week and a half.
So maybe for the next dev update, we'll have the VF10 in here.
Possibly, yeah.
Exciting.
Yep.
Oh, hey guys.
Oh, hey.
Hello.
You have a battery?
Catching some real customers.
Yeah, like what you need, AAA, AA.
Yeah. You got any diesel?
What are you doing here, Drew? Looks very, very precise.
I am precisely reaming a bunch of holes. We are trying to get our locating pins to fit. So we bought a oversized reamer, 1 thou oversized, to get all our pins to fit in there all buttery smooth. Hip thrust, boys. Let's get this thing set up for corners.
Does your significant other respect the work that you do, that her man works in metal and robotics?
She'll tell me I'm a stud sometimes, but 9 times out of 10, I'm just a guy that works all the time. Doesn't make food. You know, typical bachelor stuff.
Yeah.
Turn my hose on. Making sure I'm not spilling anywhere.
Is that like a set of binoculars for your coolant?
Dude, it's exactly what it is. See if
Wait,
you can
what?
see that in the camera.
What? Hold on, let's see. Can we see? Can we see in there?
Can you see that?
I don't know. It's gonna work. It's not working.
Maybe I'll press it right up to the lens.
It won't focus on the
Too
inside.
close. Yeah,
But-
take a look at that.
Wait, so there's a coolant for?
Yeah, so what they call this is a refractometer. Shows you the percentage of coolant that's actually in the water that's being mixed in. Most machines run at like 7%. The beauty about being up here in Montana is our climate is so dry that we pretty much add coolant like once a month and you just keep topping off water. So it's all recycled. So not a whole lot of waste. All about that milk, dude. Next obstacle is pushing 50 gallons of coolant from one side of the shop to the other without making a mess. Can you move that rag? I didn't think a rag was going to stop me from sliding here.
We're just in here playing bumper cars, dude.
So over here in the milk station, so what I was talking earlier is we don't have to add a whole lot of coolant to our water. It's because once it's running through the machine will actually dump it all back in through a filter. which goes right back into one of these tanks, and then you got to pump it back. So it's a pretty conservative system. Just waiting for it to hit the bottom and then grade, or just come through it grade. So that we can make a mess all the way across the shelf. It's happening! Oh! It's happening!
Oh! Oh, you're spraying coolant everywhere, dude.
What I thought was gonna happen. Oh, daddy! Woohoo!
I'm gonna call him Milk Daddy from now on.
Here comes the milk, man.
Oh, you gotta keep that consistent, smooth.
I was trying, and I'm getting hung up on this other machine. Long as 50 gallons doesn't end up on the floor.
Oh,
God.
as you say that,
Oh,
like
God.
just started spilling.
I think I just need to go fast.
Yeah, no miss.
No! God, I'm making a mess. That managed to stay dry somehow. I'm cool with that. I don't want to say this, but I think I forgot the fasteners for putting the jaws in. Want to run to Manhattan really quick? I forgot the bolts for holding this in. That's like literally our one thing. When you're done doing your thing, you want to test the coolant. That sucks. Casual Montana front seat, I guess.
So as you guys can see, the robots that they're building over there are just like these ones over here. They're already cranking stuff out. So I don't know if we can focus on it. You can see it. Maybe let's fucking check it out. See? So that's what it's gonna be like over at our new machine facility. It's pretty cool. Anyways, here you got those parts.
That fast. You just gotta grab whatever Nick needed.
Sight!
Okay. I'm gonna let you do your thing. I'm gonna work on this gripper. Hang on. Let me make sure my fellow fans can see my hands. If you don't want your gloves to be tacky when you put them on, you just use your air gun. And now you know. So, success was had. First part, new machine. Nailed it. Right size, right off the bat. So now we're gonna load up everything else and let this thing just work its way through the evening.
All right,
I'm just gonna let her eat.
time to shine, dude.
Yep, it's all you.
It's not all me, it's all you.
And now we go home.
This is so cool. So it's checking the piece, right?
Yep, it just checked it, made sure it's the dimensions that I put in the controller, and so that it is. Now it's gonna go ahead, put it in the machine. If there was a part in there, it would have ejected it. It's gonna do that twice because sometimes small parts have issues. And then now it's gonna place it, close the jaws, check one more time that it is in fact grip. So check, do an end touch, close the door, let her go.
Whoa!
And that's how we make campers around here.
What does this mean?
This means more production, faster lead times, more campers coming your way.
Hold on, I gotta film that. Dude!
Dude, I was thinking we need like epoxy fillet or something and fucking
This
red.
something's going. Look at this bling!
3 different colors.
Dang!
Red, white, blue.
Oh, red, white, and blue, dude. She's shiny.
We're on it.
Good work, Alex.
Hell yeah.
That Trunnion's looking sexy.
Finally done with it. It's like forever in the making.
Love it. The brother. From another mother.
Finally getting the hang of this thing.
Moment of truth.
Here it is.
Woo.
Just like that. Your parts are made.
Dang, look at all that.
American-made parts, a little bit of innovation. Get more done in less time. See ya!